Good morning. Good morning. This shouldn't take too long. Gonna go over a couple of the pairs we went over last week. See where we stand and this week's analysis. Hope everyone is having a good Sunday so far. I'm really going to take you guys through this as I literally do my weekly analysis. So, the first thing I want to let everyone know is that we have news this week. That is one of the first things I believe as a trader you should check. This over here in this corner is my currency strength meter. If you guys would like that indicator, send me an email and I will share it with you. Waiting for that to load. I was going to try and use TradingView, but I'm just not familiar with it and it doesn't have all of the assets that I like to look at. So let's take a look at Bitcoin here today. This is on the monthly chart. Looks like an uptrend to me. Now, last week, if you've been paying attention, oh, this just happened. There was this huge run. I mean, huge run from like here to here. This was last week's. This is a pin bar. Now, personally, I'm a big bull, so I think that the best thing to do is to hold Bitcoin, in my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. I wouldn't trade Bitcoin. It's too volatile for one. You know, if it goes in your favor, hey, that's great. But if it doesn't, you could be wiped out in no time. This indicator down here is RSI. RSI is a strength indicator, or actually it's a oversold, overbought indicator. And right now it's showing that Bitcoin is way overbought, but Bitcoin is not like any other asset class we've ever seen. So I disregard this when it comes to cryptocurrencies. Run through these real quick. As you all know, as Bitcoin goes, so does pretty much the rest of cryptos, especially Bitcoin Cash. But I just see a lot of empty space over here. So I see Bitcoin Cash making its next run up to here. That's my target for Bitcoin Cash. So if you know a broker, again, I would hold on to my cryptos. I would not be trying to trade cryptos right now. I'm just showing you guys price action and how I'm looking at the charts. So, like the rest of the alts, except Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash has not recovered yet. We're going to take a look at Ethereum, which so right now something is okay. So since all alts spiked last week, none of the other alts have recovered. So if you go back real quick and you'll see Bitcoin, see how Bitcoin spiked. It'll take it a little while. See how Bitcoin spiked and started making its way up? Now it's reversed. So it looks like some resistance here at the $12,000 mark. hmm That's interesting. So we are watching these charts in real time. So it looks like this is resistance. Because if you see what has happened, has price has reduced. Okay, we are back. This is gonna be quick. Okay, so boom. Let's take a look at our news for the week. First, pretty sure non-farm payroll is this week. It's taking a while. Okay, so that's taking a while. We're gonna leave these alone, and we're gonna go and start with our pairs. So NZD USD, strong bullish candle last week. Actually, we've been in an uptrend since June 12th. This is the end of the month. So that means this week there will be a new monthly candle. The next level I'm seeing for NZD USD is going to be right up here. So let's see. I expect the market to continue going up for the rest of the year, even if there is some corrective structure right here and we get a pullback back to around this level. So what I expect to happen this week in NZD USD is I expect some pullback at this level. Probably this week. Yeah. So this week I expect some pullback back into this structure right here before continuing on up to around the 69 level. Next, this is USD Chef. Great sell, like we said last week, from this level here. Again, this is going to be a new monthly candle getting started, but I this is some congestion right here. So around here, if you see how there was some rejection right here. So again, this week I see some pullback. So this week I expect the dollar to rebound some off of this level and maybe pull back again. So here's our news, okay? This is important. The red is going to be your high impact news. Red is going to be your high impact news, which is going to move your pairs. So Canadian trade balance. I don't really trade Canadian pairs. It's Wednesdays. Okay, and yeah, like I thought. So be mindful, U.S. traders. Non-farm payroll is Friday. Non-farm payroll is Friday. Thursday is a holiday. Might not be a lot of movements in the U.S. pairs on Thursdays. Okay, and then Wednesday is Canadian trade balance. So non-farm payroll weeks are a little tricky. If you're new to trading, I would stay away. So again, we'll go back and we'll take a look at the USD Chef. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-farm payroll is probably going to be good in order to get us some movement back. I think this has to pull back a little bit here. I mean, this has been a hard drop from the beginning of May. So I fully expect this pair to at least bounce of that direction before continuing down. Also, next week, if you guys have any pairs you want me to take a look at, feel free to leave them in the comment box. Let's take a look at silver, which is my pair. We didn't really get a lot of movement last week. I don't know if that was just an accumulation phase, but if you see, silver moves slow. That's just what I've come to understand. I put this pair on my trading plan around Christmas, and it's just been a slow mover. It's just a slow moving commodity, but it pays. So last week we really didn't get much movement. This is a indecision candle right here. Again, I'm going to continue to say this because I haven't yet figured out if it's the news or the fundamentals. So we have non-farm payroll again, Friday. This right here looks like some resistance. So by Friday, right, I expect the markets to be slow and maybe just kind of dance around this level this week. I don't really expect much movement out of silver. Now, Friday is going to be crucial because either the news can bust this resistance, right? And then we're on our way back up here to 16, which is our next level. Is around $16 mark. Or other scenario is Friday non-farm payroll is awesome. Boom, silver hits this and goes back and breaks below, below $15. So those are your two directions that you're going to be looking at for silver. Go down to the lower time frames and just keep a look at price action. Keep your eye on price action. Personally, I'm staying away unless Friday, I can get an edge on non-farm payroll. Chef JPY should have been in a buy really since the beginning of June here. If you are not in a buy, I would leave it alone. But my bias is definitely to the upside. These lines were already here. This is a little ambitious. But I fully expect Chef JPY to start making its way back to these levels. Now, more than likely it won't go straight there. It'll be in like waves, That's how you gotta look at it. So this week I'm gonna fully expect a little pullback before, probably getting another 100 pips until you get to your next level of resistance. So I'll drop down to lower time frames and just keep an eye on my price action. This is support now. This down here is support. We could also trade in a zone where price only bounces between here and here for a while. That's possible. It's a channel trading. The thing about Forex is that you got to be flexible. You got to be flexible, and you have to be fluid, as far as patience is concerned. You can't just expect things to go exactly the way that you want them to go when you want them to go that way. Things take time to develop. Now, Euro JPY, really like this pair. Again, been in an uptrend since the middle of June. We see this is a level. Okay.
So that being said, it's my pleasure to introduce our speaker for the evening, Mr. Chris.
This resistance right here is the next level. I expect a pullback once we get here. Once we break that level, man, we're looking at a lot of room. All this is going to be blank space. So your next target very well could be long term here. You know, there. It's about 2,000 pips. Once we break this level, just keep your eye on that pair. That's the pair to watch this week. Euro JPY. Okay, one more pair and then I'm gonna get out of here. Sorry for the disorganization this week as far as not being able to draw more accurately on my chart, but I did not want to leave out my crypto analysis. My last pair that I'm going to analyze is my other pair, which is the USD peso. This pair, it's hard to trade because of the President of the United States. However, this is a pin bar, and I saw this last week. This is the level that I'm trying to get to. This is the level that I want to sell down to. Now, no, actually, I take that back. That's not the level. This is the level. So that's the level that I'm trying to sell down to. After that,
whether you like it or not, you are in the finance industry. You participate. You've got a mortgage, you own a business, you own a home.
this is our next level.
Debit card, whatever. You are in the finance industry, whether you like it or not. You are a participant.
And this is where I'm really trying to get to. This is the potential. If this trend line breaks, if this trend line right here breaks, if we can get a break of this trend line, which, you know, if you zoom in, it actually broke. You know, so this is actually a retest of this trend line on the weekly. This is interesting. I'm just seeing this real time. So again, last note, I'm going to say this: Friday, NFP. Keep your eye on the USD Mexican, because if Friday's numbers are bad, we could very well get a push all during the week up, and then Friday, boom, and that's going to be our catalyst to sell. So that's what I'm looking for. My trade setup of the week, I'm looking for a sell after this retest of this trend line on the 4-hour chart. Alright, you guys, like I said, send me an email, add me on Telegram, leave me a comment, subscribe, let me know if you have any questions. Next week I'm going to start a beginning series on where and how to purchase cryptocurrencies, to hold, not to trade, to hold and to store. Okay, peace.